Okay, here we go. It looks like Matt is making himself like the Jimny guy as far as it goes in the Dash stable. More so because he won't relinquish this car for me to drive. But I must admit, he knows how to drive, he knows how to wheel, and he's going to be talking through what's going to happen with this Tough Dog 80mm lift, torture test, and then Kosta from Tough Dog is going to kindly explain the differences between the suspension and really go through the technical side on why we've done what we've done to our Jimny.
G'day guys, Matt Dash Off-Road here, and look, we've lifted the Jimny. I've been out here this afternoon testing it on some obstacles that to be honest with you, didn't think we'd get up. We got up. So all you patrol guys, be on notice, these things are amazing. Yes, they're light, yes, they've got a short wheelbase, and yes, they've got a lot of clearance, and old school live axles. But anyway, I mean, just look at that stretch there alone. I mean, you could put an elephant head in there almost. So without me fumbling through what's gone into this lift from Tough Dog, I thought it'd be a better idea if we head over to Tough Dog HQ, see Kosta, and ask him to politely take us through the options that they offer the JB74 from their 40mm to 60 right up to the 80, and they're going to do a far better job at it than me. So let's head over there now and let's go. Alright guys, well, through the power of video editing, here we are at Tough Dog. We're out of Menai, trying to explain it to you, but I failed at it miserably. I'm new to it, so I thought what better place to be than Tough Dog out here at Marsden Park.
Yeah, Marsden Park. Yep.
This is Kosta. He looks after us in our sales and all of our coordination of our parts and orders and things like that. So he's been brave enough to walk us around the car and explain the lift kits that we're going to be selling at Dash Off-Road, and also the variants that you can have in the 40s and the 60s and the 80s. So I'll throw to Kosta, and if you want to just talk to the punters about how this thing's come together, that'd be great.
Awesome. Well, Matt, it's always good to see you, and just have a look at this Jimny first of all, right? So I love the graphics and all that sort of thing that you've done to it. Your little tyre package, all your colours on there, it really stands out. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, so you know, let's talk about your vehicle. Obviously, the company vehicle here. So we've got an 80mm lift in it. So basically, we've got a shock, spring, panhard rod, extended brake lines, and a whole plethora of parts to accommodate for it. So we'll first talk about the shocks. These shocks are particularly suited for this 80mm. So we've done an 80mm lift for your vehicle.
Yep.
So it gives enough droop, enough down travel, and enough compression on there for the vehicle to work safely and be reliable.
Yep.
At the same time, they're specifically designed coil springs, and again, to give you enough comfort and load carrying capabilities on these.
Right.
So in other words, shock and spring match each other to suit that lift. Being that you've gone a little bit taller in the lovely 80mm lift in this,
Yes.
we've done some brake line upgrades, so if you kept your factory lines in there, unfortunately at that flex and height, you're going to pull them apart and damage them, right? So that's not a good thing. There is a cross-member drop kit in here, obviously to just give that bit more space so your front tail shaft doesn't touch.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Apart from that, we've got the front and rear panhard rods, and again it's just there to recenter those diffs when you're moving around and going a little bit crazy off-road.
Off-road, yeah, which we tend to do in our area.
Yeah, you certainly do, mate. Yeah,
Especially on wallet.
absolutely. So we try and cater for all that. You know,
Yeah.
these things are not really just designed to be driven on the tarmac. Designed to be
Yeah,
go
well,
off-road.
they're quite a capable little rig. We've been, I mean, coming from patrol,
Yep.
still having patrol, to driving this particular Jimny in those areas.
Yep.
It's been amazing.
Yep.
It's been really good. And now that I've got this lift,
Yep.
got these tyres and this clearance, mate, it's a little tractor. You know, it's really good, really good,
Amazing.
really good.
I just want to note one more thing that we did to your vehicle is that we changed the front steering stabiliser. So you guys took the factory one out,
Yep.
and we put a 9-stage adjustment in there. So, and the reason why we did that, I wanted to get your feedback on it whilst you went off-road. You know, you'll notice obviously you've put, you know, a more aggressive tyre, larger tyre, and different offset. And all these things combined together actually affect the steering wheel and what the vehicle does. So again, when you're going off-road, you've got, you know, the further out you go, the bigger tyre you have, it puts more force in the steering. So if you get a bit of a bump, it accentuates that movement in the steering. So the good part about our stabiliser, the 9-stage adjustable,
Yep.
you can turn it up, turn the resistance up, and it actually slows that motion down.
Right, yeah, that can make sense.
That's right. So when you go back on the tarmac, you can again turn it back, be nice, less resistive, a lot smoother on the drive with that.
So the customer, I guess, can just work that out over time. I
Correct.
guess if they feel that adjustment is too far this time, I'll not back it off, and in the middle is in the middle, I guess, right?
in the middle,
I mean,
yeah, you sort of
still
start
gotta-
roughly in the middle.
and then
Yeah,
work back and forward.
that's right.
Yeah,
So if you
okay.
go counterclockwise, it goes down to 0, which is less resistive. If you go clockwise, it becomes more resistive.
Gotcha.
So the good thing is it's only 9-stage, so each click it will give you a pretty big difference.
Okay. So
so-
you're not wanting 60 clicks like some other systems in the past. And sitting there for a 16, it's 9. So
Yeah.
each click will start with one at a time.
That's right.
And then work your way around from there.
exactly
okay,
right,
Good,
exactly
good,
right.
good
So-
info, yeah.
How this kit is designed to work with 80mm. We've got the 60mm lift, which are virtually the similar components, except, you know, springs a little bit shorter. And we've also got a 40mm lift.
Yeah, interesting. So I guess as a customer, they bought the Jimny,
Yes.
they're happy with it, they go, oh, I want a little bit more clearance, a little more lift. What would you feel would dictate them in between from a 40 to a 60 to an 80? Is there any sort of recipe, or is it?
Yeah, there is a bit of a recipe. It just all depends on what you plan to do with the vehicle.
Right.
So if you get someone that, for example, this is the first full drive and new to the market and the industry and all that,
Yeah.
they don't particularly want to go and kill the vehicle or do anything too crazy.
Yeah.
But they still want to, for example, upgrade some tyres. They just want to physically lift the vehicle up, get a little bit more ground clearance,
Sure.
do some soft off-roading and things like that. And obviously costs, you know. 40mm lift, you don't need all the rest of the components in there. That's, I guess, an entry-level kit.
Sure. Yeah.
Once you start going, you want to go a little bit more crazy, you can go with 60mm for more ground clearance, and then what you've got here is an 80mm, still allowing, you know, a lot of articulation. But the performance of these shocks obviously are a lot better than what the factory form is. So you still get nice control and comfort on the road.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you bought your vehicle, bit of weekend warrior stuff,
Yes.
you're not sure exactly where the journey's going to finish with the Jimny, 40 mil's a good start.
Yeah, excellent start.
If you had four-wheel drives in the past,
Yep.
and you know you're going to go a bit more than weekend warrior, you might consider the 60.
Yep.
But if you know straight away that, hey, let's really test the limits of this car, you're going straight to the 80 mil, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty much everything between all three kids.
Yeah, awesome. No, great information. And I mean, again, we're new to it. Dash is new to it.
Yes.
And it's people that are going to be buying these cars. We've been waiting 8 months to get one.
Yes.
It's all great info. I mean, you know, like you watch these sort of YouTube videos, and it makes you better for it. You know, you've got the information you want.
Yep.
You know, Tough Dog's there to support you.
Yep.
Dash Off-Road's going to carry all the Tough Dog lifts. So you know, check us out. It's going to go live really soon. We've got everything ready to go. Really excited about it. New segment for us.
Us too, mate.
Yeah, so awesome. Thanks so much for your
appreciate
time,
it.
Kosta.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Well, you know, yeah.
Close. Do you want me to put a rock under there? Oh, no.